What's up, guys? This is Thomas Amp. Welcome back to my channel. And today, gonna be reading Fortnite Sea Apocalypse, Chapter 196, Despair and Hope. So, on the cover right here, we got Baby Percival, Baby Deodora. And you can see Baby Deodora, he's playing with the mini Percival, Life Spirit, and Percival, he's like looking at the, wings or whatever, the fallen wings, the fallen pieces of wings or whatever. So, yeah. How did I not realize it before? The Knight of Prophecy with green hair like a bird's wings. You are Percival, the enemy of my father and all of Camelot. Yeah, the man who will send your father and the rest of Camelot all the way down to oblivion. So we got both of them there angry, but Percival is really angry, man. Naga was never drawn his eyes this angry before. So that lets you know how angry Percival is right now. Like, I genuinely think he's angrier than Deodora could ever be in this panel right here. And you got a sweat drop going down the side of Deodora's face. I do think he's a little bit on edge now. So he smirks. He says, "Hey, sure. Sadly for you, I don't care about my father or the fate of Camelot anymore. With the magic power I now have, I can live my own life. No need to rely on anyone. But it's true that this does rile me a little. Once I torment you to death in front of that packed house Once I torment you to death in front of that packed house tomorrow, I'll line up the heads of your companions around your body for you." I was gonna say comrades. I hate when the word is like split from like the other half of the word. Cause like I'm ready to say one word, seeing like just 3 of those letters. And it's like, nope, companions. So see you then. It's gonna be a blast. I think Deodora's bluffing here. Like, I think he's really bluffing. He's scared. He's definitely scared. And then Percy, you can't do that. The only one dying will be you. Man, look at the malice, bro. Look at the dark energy. I think he's really gonna beat the shit out of Deodora, bro. I'm sorry. I know the Deodora fans think Deodora stands a chance. He got his new power, the stocks or whatever. Hey, man, look. Listen. Come on now. There's no way Percy is gonna look weak against Deodora. There's no way Percy, with this much art, with this much dark art, bro, with this much dark energy around, with this much, like, there's no way Deodora stands a chance, bro. So, you follow Deodora, but I do have to thank you. Without you, it's fair to say I'd have never been born. So he's still talking to himself here. He's saying without Percy, he'd never been born. So he throws the fork. He throws the fork at someone's head. "Did you do that? You little brat. Whoa, you'll regret that. You see now? But thanks to you, I'm also all alone. My uncle is dead. My father lost his memories. Rose and Turret stabbed me in the back. And all of it is all your fault. You'll pay for it, Percival. I'll make you pay for all of it." Yeah, okay. Come on now. Your anger doesn't match his, bro. Your anger doesn't match his. Oh my goodness. I'm just ready for this fight. I'm ready for this fight, man. I'm ready for it to be over. I'm ready for this fight. But most importantly, I'm just ready to see what happens in it. Any of you find Percival yet? I'm afraid he was nowhere to be seen. He's not taking a pee. Hey guys, I'm back. Percival. Sorry, I couldn't hold it in any longer. That was too long for a piss, kiddo. You had a poo too, huh? Bingo. Can't help but worry when he vanishes like that. Hey, Percival. Yeah? Why did you take your ring off? Uh-oh. Gwen noticed. Oh, right. I forgot. Huh? Tell me, what do you think you're doing? Ah, Percival, you came back. Where were you anyway? Oh. You blithering fool. Are you trying to put all of your friends in danger? Hey, chill out. He's got it back on now, you see? It won't work on people who already know it's him, idiot. Oops. You reveal yourself to the enemy. If he decides to tell Billy Troop about you, our whole plan's gonna go belly up. He won't. What? He's not gonna. He wants to kill me with his own two hands. How can you be so sure of that? Hold it, Gwen. You're too heated up. And you need to calm down too, Percival. I can't, all right. One misstep and both Nazians would be dead right now. Don't you see why I came back after so long? It's because I wanted to protect you all. And that's why, if someone's trying to kill all of you, I'm not going to stand for it. Right? And didn't Lancelot himself say it? He said if you're ready to kill someone, you got to be ready to die yourself. Come on, that's not like you. Lance is Lance, and you are you, okay? Stop saying stuff you don't even believe. You're not that type of guy, are you? He moves his hand. Then what type of guy am I, Donnie? How would a human like you know about a life spirit like me? With him, I'd say he values his friends a bit too much, eh? But, well, don't let it get to you, though. Nah, I felt him back there. He's dealing with stuff, and I can't comfort or encourage him at all. Yo, Gareth, come here. This is for us. Don't make me laugh. Thanks to you, we're all fighting amongst ourselves now. No excuses. Okay, enough arguing. We Knights of Prophecy need to band together, alright? Like you can talk after being brainwashed until just now. Aw, don't bring that up. What's this, a fight? To think I'd see you surrounded by so many friends pondering over matters. Who's that? He must know someone here. But that helmet. No way. You've sure grown, Percival. And that's where the chapter ends. So, obviously Donnie told Gareth to, I guess summon or make Percival's grandpa appear. And man, listen. This is a shock right here. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect any of this to lead to Varghese reappearing in spirit form. I didn't expect for this to lead to this. I do still think that Theodore is kind of like, does Theodore really think he can kill Percival? I don't really think there's a real way to kill Percival. And if there was, I don't think Theodore is the one capable of doing it. Like, I don't think the only thing Theodore can really do, I think the only really real thing Theodore can do is, like, harm the people around Percival to get him to, like, be really, really, really angry. But, like, I don't think he can necessarily kill Percival. And That's because Percival is a life spirit, and as long as that's the case, he can keep coming back as much as he want. Like I feel like we learned the only real way to kill Percival is for you to, like, you know, get him to the point where, you know, like, you could kill him, but he can come back, you know. But, like, if you do kill him, you have to get him to the point where he feels like, well, he's not gonna come back, you know. Like, that's how he went the first time. Is he just decided to give up his life, and it's not like you can't beat him down to a point where he is killed, but, like, because he's a life spirit, obviously we've seen in the story that he can come back. All the hope his friends can bring him back. All the hope of the people around him can bring him back. Things like that. So I don't know how you would truly harm Percival or kill him, like, dead, unless you, like, harm the people around him. Then, like, all that hope's gone, and then you kill him, and then boom, he's dead for good. You know, I kind of think that would be the only way to truly kill him, when there's no hope to, you know, hope him back into, you know, life or whatever. So, but I don't see Percy's friends being harmed either. I don't see Nakaba going down the route where a lot of people think that, you know, Percy's friends are gonna die around him or something like that. I don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening. I mean, obviously Nakaba's not afraid to kill off a character. He killed off Jade, you know. He killed off Escanor, you know, obviously, in the previous series. You know, we all know that, but still. So, yeah. I mean, I like this chapter. I'm going to give it an 8. 8 out of 10, maybe. Would have gave it a 10, but the only way I would have gave it a 10 is if it went completely differently. Well, not completely differently from how it went. I feel like Tristan, here's the thing about Tristan, is a lot of people wanted him to fight Percival for what happened, or want him to be mad at Percival. I don't know how we'll get to that point, especially with this chapter being him all, you know, talking nice and trying to stop everyone from fighting. Maybe for him, he's still thinking about what happened with Percival, and maybe, like I said in the previous video, it'll be something where he'll wait till they get out of Camelot, because fighting in Camelot or any of that, them fighting in Camelot or any of that would not be, you know, smart. It wouldn't be good, you know. And I think that's kind of what maybe he'll wait for, is for them to get out of Camelot, and then he'll have his problems with Percival, or express his problems with Percival and what Percival did. And another thing I like in this chapter is how Percival straight up admitted the only reason he came back was to protect his friends. It was to protect everyone. You know? He's not back because he wanted to be back. He's not back because everyone just wants him back, you know, or wanted him back. He's back because he felt like, you know, he needed to protect his friends. You know, they were in danger. And he knew if he stayed dead, that would have made it worse. They would have easily died. They would have easily been killed. You could even say that this moment where Tristan gets his memories back right here wouldn't have happened if Percival hadn't came back and, you know, hadn't did what he did as well, from winning his matches against the people he won his matches against leading up to that battle. So, and if he hadn't been there to save other people, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like that from Percival. I also like Donnie's idea of bringing Varghese back to talk to Percival. I really truly hope that this is Varghese and not some type of, I really truly hope this is his ghost here and not, you know, just like a mirror or something of someone, of like over Donnie or someone or whatever. Like, I truly hope this is Percival being able to talk to his grandpa again. So I like that. Other than that, other than that, I definitely feel like I don't know. Gwen being the first to notice that Percival was lying and that he got to take his ring off. I didn't hate that. I kind of like the development of Gwen becoming close to Percival, and I like that development of her, you know, becoming attached to the crew, and especially Percival, because when we first met Gwen, the only person she was really attached to, in my opinion, was Lancelot and Tristan. Like, she was only really attached to those two, but now she's like formed a bond with Percival as well, and over their adventures and stuff. And I like that too. I like how we see that, you know. So I like how she says here, "Thanks to you, we're all fighting amongst ourselves now." Percival was like, "But I," it's pretty funny. And then again, Tristan here being the peacemaker, which is not out of the character for Tristan. He's always been like the peacemaker. This moment was sad, man, but it's true. This moment right here was sad, but also I want to say, Percival is totally in the right when he says, "How would a human know anything about a life spirit?" They don't know anything. They don't know anything about Percival. I feel like it would be easier for Percival to understand them as a human or understand their emotions, but compared to them being able to understand him or his emotions as a life spirit, because plus Percy being a life spirit, I feel like that would give him the ability to understand like a human or a demon or any of the or a god or a goddess race or whatever a little bit more easily than it would for wanting them to understand what a life spirit thinks or what a life spirit, because he's just a life spirit. He's just pretty much a spirit, like inside of a body. He's like a soul inside of a body. So I don't know. I know he's like something that gives the body a soul. So like, I don't know. That's how I see a life spirit is, but I could be wrong too. But yeah, I get a chapter 8. I would have liked it to go different. I would have liked it there to be more like. I would have liked it when Percy had the things I would have changed or would have done differently is I would have had Percy when he told Theodora, when he took his ring off, he told Theodora, "I'm the Knight of Prophecy. I'll be the one to kill your father. I'll be the one to destroy Camelot." All of that stuff. I would have preferred for Theodora to at least have a little more shock, a little more. He instantly went from his face in the last chapter ended off with like a shocked look, and then this chapter opens up and it's like it doesn't last long. It's like, oh well, I don't care about Camelot or my father. He gets a smirk on his face. I do think he's bluffing, and I do think he's a little scared, a little worried of what Percy can do. Because we haven't seen everything Percival can do in this tournament, and I think he's gonna pull out all the stops against Theodora. Like, I think he might do that. Then again, we saw how Theodora's ability works in this tournament, and Percy did see it. So I do think that, with him seeing how Theodora's ability works, I don't think Theodora knows everything about how Percy, powers or whatever works. So I do think Percy knows what he has to do to beat Theodora, and that's why I think he's gonna beat the crap out of him. If we get anything other than him pretty much stomping on Theodora, I'm gonna be upset. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. This has been Thomas Ant. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oops.